tell us where to sit? Right here? Okay. This looks good to me.
Good evening. My name is Victor Garnica, and I happen to be one of the assistant principals at the Alternative Education Center here for the Chaffey Joint Union High School District. We'd like to welcome you to the beautiful Gardner W. Spring Auditorium and the Ontario Chaffey Community Showband's performance of Music from Afar Away Places. The concert this evening is sponsored through the generosity of the CP Construction Company. And it is now my pleasure to introduce my co-host this evening, Montclair High School's English extraordinaire teacher, Miss Bess Silva.
Hey, good evening. I'm delighted to be co-hosting this exciting event with Victor. The Showband has compiled a collection of music from countries and cultures around the world. You'll hear melodies from Ireland, France, Sweden, Argentina, Germany, Russia, Korea, Japan, Spain, Cuba, and the United States. The Showband is proud to feature guest conductor Dr. Sylvia Mann, guest harpist Ellie Choate, and vocalist Julia Huang and Michael Dawson Connor. Showband soloists include clarinetist Neil Vargas, dancer Kathy Soderland, and singer John Holguin and Jocelyn Washington. In addition, the performance is highlighted by the outstanding musicians of the Ontario Chaffey Community Showband.
So in celebration of St. Patrick's Day, the Showband begins its concert with the medley of Irish music. Irish songs such as Oh Danny Boy, The Irish Washerwoman, and When Irish Eyes Are Smiling have remained popular through the 20th and into the 21st century. They have influenced other forms of music such as country and folk music in the United States, which in turn have had some influence on modern rock and other musical genres. Please join me in giving the musicians of the Showband a round of applause as they perform Irish Folk Song Suite. Taking the podium is Assistant Director Pat Arnold. The solo vocalist is show musician John Holguin.
Danny boy, the pipes the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the roses dying. 'Tis you, must go and I must bide. So come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white with snow. 'Tis I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, I love you so. But when he comes and all the flowers are dying, if I am dead as I may be, you'll come and find a place where I am lying, and kneel and say an Ave there for me. And I shall hear those soft tread above dog all the while, and I'll other times smile, and I'll smile for me. When Irish eyes are smiling, sure it's like a morning spring. In the live of Irish laughter, you can hear the angels sing. When Irish hearts are happy, all the world seems bright and gay. And when Irish eyes are smiling, sure you'll steal your heart away. And when Irish eyes are smiling, sure you'll steal your heart away.
In 1952, American jazz saxophonist Sidney Bechet composed a jazz blues love song that was recorded and first performed in Paris the same year. The lyrics tell the story of a young man who travels the land and reminisces about leaving his mother. Bechet composed the song in the style of New Orleans jazz and performed it on clarinet as an instrumental. Tonight, the show band features clarinetist Neil Vargas. Please give him a round of applause as he performs Si tu vois ma mère, or If You See My Mother. The show band will be conducted by David Grassman. Let us give them a warm round of applause.
Come on, Neil. That was awesome. Fantastic job. Composer Andrew Lloyd Webber and lyricist Tim Rice composed a musical in 1978 about Eva Perón, the First Lady of Argentina, entitled Evita. One of the hit songs from the musical is heard in the second act when Eva addresses the crowd to share her regrets about her health. Tonight, showband musician and dancer Chaffey Showband is featured in that hit song. Please join me in giving her a warm round of applause as she dances to Don't Cry for Me, Argentina. The showband will be conducted by Assistant Director Dave Schaffsman.
Our guest conductor this evening is Dr. Sylvia Lee Mann. Dr. Mann is an accomplished composer, conductor, violist, educator, and performer. She is a faculty member at Chaffey College and the University of Laverne. Dr. Mann is the pastor and minister of music at Bethel Congregational Church, UCC of Ontario, California. She's the music director and conductor of the Southland Symphony Orchestra and Chorus, Temecula Valley Junior Youth Symphony, and Laverne Symphony Orchestra. In addition, Sylvia is honored to be a featured guest conductor at Carnegie Hall in New York for the 42nd season of Mid-America Productions International.
Dr. Mann composed a wide-ranging folk suite that contains the following musical themes. And I'm going to do my best to pronounce them correctly. Here we go. Cherokee Morning Song, Swedish Dance, Loch Lomond from Scotland, The Minstrel Boy from Ireland, Die Hogenscheit, or The Bird's Wedding from Germany, Ariran, a Korean folk song, Sakura, a Japanese folk song, Jasmine Flower, a Chinese folk song, De Colores, I knew I'd get that one right, a Spanish folk song, and O Freedom, an important anthem from the civil rights movement. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Sylvia Lee Mann as she conducts her Heritage Suite. The special guest vocalists are Michal, Dawson, Connor, and Julia Huang.
introduce the president of the Friends of the Show Band, Gary Ovitt.
My goodness, I don't know about you, but I was transported. No doubt about the power of music can take you anywhere in the world, and to hear this talent. How many of you watched the Super Bowl? Raise your hands. You're going, what is he talking about? Wouldn't this be a great halftime show at the Super Bowl instead of some of what we had? So you've heard around the world in 80 days. How about around the world in 80 minutes? We're doing that. We're accomplishing that today. We have a number of people that we'd like to thank because so many play such an important role in behind-the-scenes work that needs to be done. Our much-deserved thanks goes to the Showband production team, our hard-working support staff that include librarians Miriam and Gary Keith, Bill Bescopy, Susan Petrocelli, and Crystal Leonard. Stage manager Homero Chavez just handed me the microphone. You see him moving around getting things done. Our band manager Bob Mattis and the entire hard-working equipment crew. We also would like to recognize our assistant band manager Steve Collins. Steve, would you stand? How about Christopher Cruz? You can stand too. They both competed in the LA Marathon yesterday and finished. And Steve is a legacy runner. He's run all 40 of them. But not only that, he started off with the Star Spangled Banner playing his trumpet, and then he carried his horn all the way around. But fantastic opportunity for him. Margarita Garcia was there as well, so wonderful. They're not just wonderful musicians, they're also involved in the community and getting a heck of a workout, I'll tell you. All right, we'd also like to thank the Pride Price Films, the City of Ontario, the Inland Valley Bulletin, the auditorium manager Chris King, the Chaffey District lithographer Scott Noble, showband photographer Steve Davis, our wonderful hospitality team of Ruby Levitt, John Hart, and Arnold San Miguel, and last but not least is our Lieutenant Commander Martin Jones and the Chaffey NJROTC cadets who help all of us all the time get up and down the curbs and hold on to them rather than the guardrails all the time. We thank them all who play such an important role. We also are very appreciative of our show sponsors and donors. They are listed on the back of our program, and we appreciate them so much. Two of our very important ones are Pat Borland, who has given us a legacy mount, who's here tonight. Pat, thank you for what you've done. Would you stand? And Richard Ortiz, who also is a very generous donor of ours as well. Thank you, Richard. We appreciate you as well. Well, we get to that time where we need to talk about the Hungry Tuba. Have you heard about the Hungry Tuba? Well, what we'd like for you to do is, if you would continue to contribute to the Hungry Tuba, we appreciate that so much. That helps pay for some of the incidentals, such as the postcards that we mail out, other things like that. If you're not on our mailing list, please see me after the concert, and we'll make sure that we get you a card so that we can be in contact with you, and we can send out a postcard to you that reminds you of our next concert. Tonight is a little bit different in that we are working with the West End Auxiliary of Children's Fund. And they play a very important role in helping our middle schools have the instruments they need so that they can eventually join this band and play. The problem is, and I'll read this to you, tonight we want to recognize the West End Auxiliary of Children's Fund a local nonprofit organization dedicated to giving support, opportunity, and hope to vulnerable children in our community. I'm sure you saw their display in the lobby and probably received a handout. Hopefully you have the handout with you, and hopefully you'll take that with you when you go home tonight. Each of us has the opportunity to help children in schools in our community by helping the Ontario Montclair School District to purchase much-needed musical instruments for students who cannot afford them, and that's so prevalent in our community. Ontario Montclair has a dynamic music program with hundreds of students eager to participate, but most families cannot afford the luxury of purchasing or even renting an instrument. State education budget cuts limit each school to only $500 for the entire music program. Can you believe that? And how important is that? My goodness, $500. And look at the wonderful band that we have. Probably most of them have paid their own way all the way through. And not everyone can do that. We want to make sure that there are opportunities for our young people as well. So all of the monies that are received tonight by your generosity will make it possible for more students to be involved in these very valuable educational programs. Make sure that you take this with you so that you have the information as well. The Ontario Chaffey Community Showband is going to donate a vibraphone for one of the school's use, and we would hope that you can make a donation as well. We wanted to thank those special guests who came tonight, the Ontario City Treasurer and Friends of the Showband Treasurer, Mr. Jim Milheiser. Chaffey Joint Union High School District Board Member Sue Ovitt. Upland School Board Member Chris Cruz. You've seen him already. Eric Montague of the Cucamonga School District. Dr. Matt Bolton, the Superintendent for the Chaffey Joint Union High School District in the back. Dr. Kurt O'Duro, the Assistant Superintendent for the Chaffey Joint Union High School District. The Adult School Principal, Dr. George Matamala. The retired Ontario City Manager and Friends of the Showband Director, Vice President Al Bowling. Friends of the Showband Secretary, Gary Keith. And I think that's about it. I've talked too long, and I know we have a lot more music, but halftime, Super Bowl, what do you think? All right. I'm going to go write a letter and nominate.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. Over. We appreciate all that you and Ms. Over do to keep this program running. We appreciate you all. From the multiple Grammy Award-winning CD, Genius Loves Company, with Ray Charles, to the Ohe Festival with Pierre Boulez. From the motion picture scoring stage to daytime television, tonight's guest harpist brings her professionalism and deep understanding and love of the harp to listeners throughout Southern California. Please join me in giving a warm round of applause to Ellie Cho as she performs Spanish composer Joaquin Rodriguez's 1939 composition, Concierto de Aranjuez. Conducting tonight's showband is director Dr. Gabe Petrocelli.
In 1933, Cuban composer Ernesto Lucuona wrote a composition that was originally the sixth movement of his Suite Andalusia, to which he added lyrics in Spanish. The song has since become a popular jazz, marching band, and drum bugle corps standard. In general terms, malagueñas are flamenco dance styles from Malaga in the southeast of Spain. You will now be entertained by Kathy Soderlund's interpretation of Lucuona's composition as she dances to Malagueñas. The show band will be conducted by George Osorio. now my pleasure to introduce show band director, Dr. Gabe Petrocelli.
I'll go real quick. It's getting late, so I want to thank the individuals behind me, the greatest show band in all the land, the Ontario Chaffey Community Show Band. There they are. Open celebration, we provide each two-concert recital. Will you please stand? These four musicians, fantastic. Thank you. Steve and members of the Friends of the Show Band for their unwavering support. Thank you, Gary, and all the gentlemen on the board. CP Construction Company for sponsoring our performance tonight. Mike, stand up. He's CP Construction. Our distinguished narrators, Victor Garnica. And writer number 2, Bess Silva. Assistant Director Dave Shasma for all his work with our multimedia programs. And our talented conductors, all of you stand up, Pat Arnold, David Shasma, George Osorio, and David Grasman. And our showband soloists, Neil Vargas, John Holford, and I'm going to have Dawson stand up because she's going to be soloing in the final tune. So thank you, Dawson. Also, Kathy, where are you, Kathy? Kathy Soderwood, our dancer. The guest soloists, their vocalists had to leave. Julie Huang and Michael Dawson Connor, they were fantastic. Ellie Choate on harp. Our guest conductor and composer, Dr. Sylvia Mann. Say hello, Sylvia. And my family for attending tonight. Thank you. I want to thank you all for your loyalty and for coming out. I don't know if it was raining when you came, but it was when I was here. Okay, we're going to finish the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Petrocelli. And on behalf of Dr. Petrocelli and the entire show band family, the Chaffey Adult School, Chaffey High School, and of course my co-host, Beth Silva, which by the way was her first time here doing this. Didn't she do amazing? Let's go. Yes. We just want to say thank you for spending your evening with us. We hope that you have enjoyed tonight's performances and look forward to seeing all of you once again on April 14th at Merton Hill Auditorium, located on campus at the corner of 5th Street and Euclid Avenue. For the show bands, a visit to Broadway concert, featuring guest vocalists Amy Nolte, Bobby Collins, and Shayla Roof, and show band vocalist Natasha Lee.
The show band concludes this evening's concert with a medley of popular songs that originated from France. Included in the medley are familiar tunes such as Under Paris Skies, C'est si bon, and La Vie en Rose, Autumn Leaves, and The Can-Can. Show band clarinetist and vocalist Jocelyn Washington is the featured soloist.
reçois des eux en chantant des chansons. C'est si bon de se dire des mots doux, des petits rayons de tout, mais qui ont des salons. En voyant notre mine ravie, la personne de la rue nous envie. C'est si bon de guettir de ta joue, mon espoir m'avérir et donner la prison. C'est si bon, cette petite sensation, ça donne mes bouillons. C'est tellement bon, c'est tellement bon. Dans tes bras, et m'épauler tout bas, je vois la vie en rose. Il me dit des mots d'amour, des mots d'être la chose, il semble quelque chose. Il est entré dans mon cœur, when nous pour tout bonheur dont je connais la cause. C'est pour moi, pour les endormis, start to fall.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of my co-host, myself, our amazing show band, and all of our family and friends, we'd like to thank you for being here tonight. Good evening, stay healthy, and drive home safely. Thank you for coming, folks.